Welcome back to There's a Daily Mix. You know, we have this amazing, incredible Northern correspondent, Angela Scott, who comes down here and visits sometimes, and who's in the studio today.
Yes.
How are you? We're doing our little social distance, because usually I'm talking to you on screen.
I know.
From somewhere, if you're in a live
Talk about social distancing. That's pretty good, right?
This is really good. We're on the screen, but now you're in our studio. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back down here. I mean, it's a little hot. I mean, a little hotter than Prescott, but I love Phoenix too.
And I was seeing Prescott's getting 90, but is it like a 90 down here, or 90? Like, is it?
I think it's going to get up to like 99 this weekend in Prescott.
Oh my God,
yes, it's hot. But the thing about Prescott is there's a window in the morning and there's a window in the evening that is a great reprieve, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice and cool. You can go out to the mountains and hike and bike and run, and it's wonderful.
I like it. Also, you are a part of our first Saturday morning show, 7 o'clock here on AZTV.
I am so excited. The Daily Mix is going to be on Saturdays now at 7 a.m.
It is. And what I like is, and again, she's going to be talking to us about a biker who did the Prescott Circle Trail. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, so it's 56 miles, and there's a professional biker that actually lives in Prescott. Her name's Chloe Woodruff. She is such a cool girl. So right now with COVID, she's actually kind of in Prescott a lot more because she's not traveling as much for the circuit. But she has this trail that she's created. She didn't create it, but she just did it in one day, and so she's really encouraging people to go out and do it in a day.
All right, you're going to have to watch that on Saturday here on the Arizona Daily Mix Saturday show. But today we're talking about, of course, giving back, what a lot of the organizations up in Prescott do. We have Yavapai Humane Society that you work with, but this one is called CASA for Kids?
Yes, and so they deal with foster kids, and that is just something that's so dear to my heart. I mean, I always think we can't choose the families we're born into, right? And so a lot of kids are born with an uphill battle. They're born addicted to drugs from, you know, parents who are addicted to drugs, the mothers particularly, and so they're oftentimes taken away from the kids. And CASA is always trying to reunify the biological parents with the children. So they have a new center. It's a family visitation center that they just recently built, and it'll be open in August. And it is the neatest place. I mean, for something like that, that's such a, you know, a hard situation, it has such a warm feeling. They really put thought into the colors that they did in each room, and, you know, the psychological impact that that could have on the kids, even the infants, the toddlers, grade school, and teenagers.
So, well, let's take a look.
Yeah. I'm here at CASA's new Family Visitation Center in Prescott Valley. It's set here to open in August, and it is absolutely beautiful. Joining us today is Megan Hayes-Davis. Thanks for having us.
Hi, thank you guys so much for coming.
First of all, I just want to thank you for what you're doing for children. Children are so very dear and near to my heart, especially the foster care system. I mean, there's such a need.
Huge need.
Yeah, tell us about the numbers.
So here in Yavapai alone, we have almost 500 children out of the care of their parents and under the court supervision. So in foster care or kinship care.
Okay, so 500 children that are actually removed from the homes with foster. And is it always to reconvene with the biological parents? Is that always the goal?
Almost always, the family plan is for reunification to happen.
Okay, so tell us about a family visitation center. Why is this needed?
Family visitation centers are really great opportunities for them to come together in a very neutral, family-friendly, family-focused space where they can spend that quality family time together in spaces that are developmentally appropriate based on that child's age, to not only continue the connections and attachments they have with their parents, which are so vital to mental health, but also for parents to practice and build those parenting skills that may have been lacking in the past.
Yeah, and you know, you and I were talking before we went on camera, a lot of times it really just is educating parents. Maybe, you know, they grew up in families like that, and that seems very normal, a normal way of parenting that isn't really the healthiest for the child, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have conditions that set families up for these kinds of conflict and neglect and abuse situations that are really a societal issue. And so we're coming in a tertiary way to really help bring families back together and be safer together.
So wonderful. And you not only volunteer for the Family Visitation Center, you also have a big job. Tell us about that.
I do. I'm the training and program director over at Prevent Child Abuse Arizona, which is right next door to us here.
Okay, and there's such a need for foster care, for systems like this, or, you know, educational systems like this. What can our viewers do, or how can they help?
There are always opportunities to help, whether it's looking into becoming foster parents themselves, finding ways to volunteer as a CASA, finding ways to offer time, services, or skill sets for places like this that really run on volunteer time and dollar.
Okay, we're gonna take a look around the facility because it really is so cool. It's set to open in August. It's not quite ready, but the progress you've made so far is just amazing. Tell our viewers where they can go for more information.
If you want more information, you can go to YavapaiCasaForKids.org.
I'm here with Tracy. She's a volunteer here at CASA, and we're at the Family Visitation Center, as I mentioned, getting a tour. Thank you for having us out.
Thank you, Angela.
So you are the brains behind actually developing this and creating the space.
Correct. I am the design and volunteer lead, and it all started with a concept plan.
Okay, wow, so from paper to fruition.
Absolutely.
So what was your general vision?
The idea was to create a comforting and calming space for parents and their children who are under court-supervised visitation.
So a lot went into that. Right here now we're in front of the infant room. So much more went into this than just creating a beautiful little nursery type thing, right? You have to think of calming colors.
Absolutely. So we took a look at colors that were soothing, not too vibrant. You have to be careful not to hit any emotional triggers by having colors that are too bold.
Yeah, I would imagine red would just be too threatening, too bold,
Absolutely.
Not calming or soothing.
Correct.
So then you have the toddler room here, which is great. And then we progress to the grade school room.
Yes.
Tell us about this.
So the grade school room's a little bit bigger than the infant room. The grade school room's going to be kind of a romper room. These children are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
They're kind of rambunctious. We've got a place for them to flop in the corner on this large ottoman. There will be books, some games, puzzles in there as well.
I love it. So there's a little bit in there now. Things are still coming. They're not set to open until August. But what's so cool is that volunteers actually sponsor these rooms.
Correct.
Corporations and individuals.
Absolutely, yes. So what I did is I reached out to the community and contacted some of my own personal contacts, and we have Mandalay Homes is taking on the infant space. We've got Russ Lyon Sotheby's International Realty. They're taking on the teen room, as well as some of our regular Casa for Kids volunteers.
I'm so excited that you finally have a space. I know you've been around for 20 years and you finally have your space. You're a 501(c). Now let's talk quickly. We're going to end this segment, but let's talk quickly about what you need for landscaping.
We have bare desert behind us, and what we'd like to do is create a space behind the kitchen, an art room area where parents can go outside, sit on a picnic table, have lunch, maybe plan a play structure if we were to get a hold of one of those, some screening between us and the buildings that are behind us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the great tour. Thanks for having us out.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you for joining us. Stay right there. We'll be right back after the break.